Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Street. My name is Akash, and today we're going to be taking a look at Cardano and discuss what's happening with it. Right before we get into any details as to what's happening here, please make sure to head on over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stay updated to the hottest trends in the crypto market, make sure to also click on the bell icon. You can give us a follow on Twitter at FXSCrypto, and if you enjoyed the content that I put out, make sure to give me follow as well at Mangeko with a 0 at the end. Right, so let's get into Cardano, right? The last time we discussed this, I spoke about this descending triangle setup where I'm, I'm not sure if I mentioned this chart. Hold up, let me just check. Was it here? Was it there? So many charts. Clearly not this. So clearly I did discuss a descending triangle setup, but not in here. But so a descending triangle basically forecasts a 40% downswing, theoretically speaking, but I don't see this downtrend continuing because I am partly bullish on Bitcoin because of yesterday's pump, and the fact that it kind of coincides with a couple of things, a couple of other interesting things, makes it all the more compelling for me that altcoins are not going to drop anymore. So if you haven't watched the Bitcoin video, I suggest you to go ahead and watch it first before you watch any of the altcoins, because Bitcoin basically gives me the directional bias that I need to trade altcoins. So yeah, let's get into Cardano, right? Cardano price, right, on a lower time frame, basically on a 4-hour time frame, you can see that I've been discussing the liquidity fractal, which is basically when the price creates a low and then sweeps below the previously formed low to collect liquidity and then recovers above that previously formed low to only rally, right? So let me just quickly show you how that fractal looks. Right, there we have it, right? The first liquidity fractal took place here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see it much more clearly, right? Price forms a low here, equal lows on 13 June and basically 13 June. It dips below 13 June lows on 18th of June and then recovers above it and then rallies 18% and then 21%, right? This is how this is what a liquidity fractal is, right? And then we see a lot of the same stuff happening again over the next couple of days, which became a trend. And I kind of caught a lot of these moves because of me discussing this on the videos, right? And we finally did try to predict this particular move out of the following wedge. It didn't happen. But I always did mention in those videos that if we ever did go below the June 18th or the May 12th lows, that would be a pretty neat buy for altcoins, at least for Cardano, right? So let's get back to this chart, right? In here, you can see on a daily time frame that there is literally like all the liquidity that was present was basically below this particular low formed right on 9th May. And now that we've collected that, we're basically Cardano price is hovering on a very stable demand zone. If you ask me, just mark this. This is the demand zone, right? So technically we should get some sort of a bounce. And if you look at this particular rally, let's start from May 2028, right? Let's take a look at this where we are. Right, so the price has already dropped way below the 79 fib, which is an intense correction, right? That said, we are still above a good support structure. And if I were to kind of narrow it down, we have this. Yep, we have this one extending from 0.345 to 0.398, which is where I feel like the bottom is going to happen now. And we're going to see some sort of a retracement and a mean reversion move to basically this particular drop that we saw here, right? From here all the way down to here. This was the initial thing, but now we have a new low formed here. So technically, we could expect Cardano price to go up to 0.78, and if you just mark this out from a weekly time frame perspective, this is what you're looking at, right? 0.745 to 0.784 is where I'm expecting Cardano price to go next, right? And yeah, that's basically my extremely long-term outlook on Cardano. And on a one-day time frame, we just have to wait for the price to recover above the equal lows formed at 0.40. So once we get some sort of a recovery above here, then you can expect the price to go all the way up to this one. But if you want to go down, if you want to distill it to a lower time frame perspective, you can see on a 1 hour time frame, Cardano price is already on a retracement move. There's quite a bit of an FEG here at the midpoint. So you can wait for the price to retrace down to any of these levels here, extending from 0.355 to 0.368, right? Buy anywhere here and then wait for the price to sweep this or even retest this. This would be a good long scalp. But if you want to distill it down to a much lower time frame, you can see there's been multiple market structure breaks here for Cardano, but so currently we filled all the FEG down up to 0.379. There's another one extending up to 0.376. So we could potentially wait for Cardano price. There's no FEG anywhere up here. So we could see something like this for the move up here, and we could short Cardano here with a tight stop loss and the book profits around here. This would be another short scalp. So that basically concludes my take on Cardano. If you enjoyed this analysis, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to stay updated to the long-term trade that I discussed here today, you have my socials, Telegram and Discord. You can ping me on Discord and see the trades that I'm taking on Telegram. So if you are into that sort of content, please make sure to go ahead and join my groups. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great weekend.